Hello. Hello. It is Friday. Friday night. I am back again. To continue where I left off. I actually had a really good time yesterday. I think the fight with Bahamut was really fun. Um, I had a good time listening to the music that was being played. The fight itself was really cool. It was a good time. It was a good time. But now it's time to press on, so I can see how much is left in the story. Okay, I need to go to talk to Otto. I know Joshua is now in the hideaway, so that's a good thing. I think because we still have a long road ahead of us. I think the battle with I wonder if I'm gonna fight Odin. The Oath. That's Sid and Jill and wait a minute. Jill didn't get to stab the damn rock with a knife. It was only Sid and Sid. It was both of the Sids. All right, this is all my collection. Let me take a look to see if there's any quests, because usually like there's no quests. Thank God. Never mind. Now that if I read this, it's definitely a quest. Wait, what? Okay. Did you manage an escape from Ella Louise Theodore? Okay. I don't gotta respond to that, right? All right. Fresh wings shall find you anew. Something. Greetings. That's Eloise. Okay. I trust you. Very good. I'll have you know, I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one, not even my mother, and you won't soon catch me doing the like again. So if it please your lordship, all right. If it please your lordship, I'm so confused. Hold on. If it please, huh? Something is weird about that. Oh well, yeah, it reads weird, but whatever. All right, homecoming. Oh, what is this? The pen is mightier. I apologize. Wait, that's Jill. Why is she writing to me? I apologize for what happened at Rosalith. I fear what might have been. Wait, what might have been had, not you. What? I fear what might have been had, not you. What the fuck? I fear what might have been had, not you, Gav. I see. And Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall forever be grateful. Um, I mean, she could have just told me this in person, right? Damn, there's a lot of letters being surveyed. An apple a day. Jill again, forgive my insistence of writing you these silly letters. Wait, was this supposed to be a quest? For every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. Yo, I'm telling you, Jill is like, she's like the coolest. I don't know what Clive is doing though. I'm gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia. Ah, this is way back though. This is way back. Some things never change, do they, Clive? I don't know if this was supposed to be a quest or not. This is not a quest. The White-Winged Wonder. Did I do that quest? I must have done it because I must have. Otherwise, it would not have given me. All right. Anyway.
Did you see the
Anyway, let me see what does Karen have.
Clive.
Ask about the skies. Let's see what she has to say. I hope you're not expecting me to explain these skies if I had.
The
Okay.
whole realm's in chaos,
Yes, the
as the
whole
old
realm.
saying goes.
Mm-hmm. A second. Let's see what she has anyway.
Go on then.
Go on then. Diamond sword +2. Yeah, I don't need this. I'm sorry. I don't need your diamond sword. The one I have is actually way better. Nope, the one I have is still better. Nope, the one I have is still better. But she does have a bunch of these things that I may need to. Wait, sold out. Did I buy those? Yeah, I did. Reduce Rook's Gambit. Nah, I
Come
don't need that.
again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
She's like, I'm not bothered. I'ma come back. I'ma come back to you, Karen. Just give me a moment. I gotta go talk to Otto real quick, see what he has to say here.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
See what?
There's talk of these skies.
What are you making them skies then?
Talk to me, Otto.
Otto.
What do you got to say?
How fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
All right, so I gotta talk to Vivian.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts. Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away
I see.
at the whim
A
of
castle
the
of
waves.
sand. So Waloed is the only kingdom that's still strong, standing still.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
Well, the King of Waloed is definitely going to invade because he's being controlled by Ultima. What are you gonna do about it, Clive? Speak with Hippocrates. First, let me see what I have here.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
I'm not gonna ask about the recent
Come to
events.
claim your just desserts.
Wait, I didn't claim this? 800
You earned
ability
this.
points? Oh, let's go. Briar Clamshell. Okay, alright. A nameless patron. Many claim they wish to change the world. Few actually take it upon themselves to do so. You are an inspiration to us all. I wonder who could this be? 715.
Here you are.
High Cleric's Medallion. 850. All right. Let's go to see what's his name? Hippocrates. Socrates' lost brother. Found himself in the realm. I do actually want to speak to Blackthorn as well, just to see what new recipe. I haven't unlocked any new recipes just yet, but let me see what I can do here.
So, what'll it be?
Oh, I can make a new weapon, Bright Burn. Hold on, compare gear 1 second. 265 to 270. That's not a big leap. That's like a small leap. What the fuck? Wait, my Excalibur is way better than this damn sword. What?
That it?
Are you telling me I've been using the weak sword this whole oh my god, don't tell me this. Hold on a second. Diamond sword +2. Look at that. Ancient sword 65. Why did I not use the damn... Not the gridstone. The other one. Wait, what? Oh, I don't have the Excalibur. I was about to say. This is my best weapon. Yeah, I think I was going crazy for a second. I thought I had the Excalibur. I do not have the Excalibur. Eventually, at some point I will. All right, let's go, Hippocrates.
There's a storm coming, Sid.
Talk to me. What do you got? What do you got for me? It's a storm coming.
Let me
I have
guess.
no idea.
You're here about the skies.
Exactamundo.
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he?
I mean, he could be a
Yet for all
divine
the fairy
beast of
tales that
darkness.
tell
It
of his
doesn't have to
sins,
be a divine. I
there is
mean,
almost nothing in the way of
I
actual
guess,
historical
I guess
accounts.
that's not possible.
Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Let me see. What does...
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost.
Let's see the
I
tomes.
have a few new notes that might interest you.
Word.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Okay. This is... I've never checked... Oh, what the...
Here's
Alright.
a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Holy... The Holy Order of Shields. The Black Shields. Okay, so this is information. Annabella. Let's go back to the very beginning. Duchess of Rosaria, wife of Archduke Elwin and mother to Clive and Joshua. She treats Clive and Jill with not but okay. Okay, very good. More information about her. Okay, she betrayed her husband that she might enter in league with a force. She judged the mightier. Okay, the Holy Empire of Sanbreck. Former Duchess of Rosaria. Empress of the Holy Empire. Wow, she's just moving up. Empress Emeritus. Former Empress. After the fall of Rosaria. Blah, 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 blah. And she was to end her life before the disbelieving eyes of the sons she had betrayed. I see. So he does have information on a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna read all of it now. Oh my lord, look at all of that. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna come back to this.
What shall we consider today?
I mean, oh, Primogenesis. Primogenesis, a spell cast by Ultima that... Wait, a spell cast by Ultima that casts a rolling pal over all Valestia. Alright, so that's the Primogenesis. He was talking about that.
Shall ever be open.
Thank you, Hippocrates. Thank you for the knowledge. Who said that? Who said that? Who said is a storm coming, Sid? It was these two young lads. It's too bad that I can't speak back to them. They asked me a question. At least you can let me reply. At least you can let me reply. Just let me reply to them. Do I want to hear a song from the bard? Absolutely not. I'm gonna talk to Otto. And wait a minute. Hold on. I just want to see something. Okay, I can't go anywhere. The map is still restricted at this point. Alright, so let me talk to Otto then. Alright, Otto.
Clive, we have a problem.
What's the
Only
problem?
one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Alright, now this is my type of mission. Go and rescue people who are in trouble. Alright, aid Martha.
Clive!
What do you got for me?
Quick look.
Why the fight? I'm so confused. What the hell is this? Ah, this is the Alliance report. Okay, so let's go here. Who am I helping first? This is the North Reach. I'm guessing I'm gonna help
First we find Isabel.
Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts.
She's all the way. She's in her usual spot.
Garrison's being sorely tested.
Then they'll be needing more tonics.
Doesn't seem like there is anything different yet. Though the guards that used to be out here, like they're not here. There used to be like at least 2 guards, if I remember. 2 guards. Oh, Isabel is not here. That looks like someone else. Who's this? Oh, I know her.
Milady.
I just don't remember her
Method.
name.
There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but
Akashic.
different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Alright, time to go to the garrison. Let's go to the stronghold. I guess she's trying to rally up the troops, get everyone ready.
We could leave.
Where would you go? Where would you go? Good question. Everybody seems to be doing okay so far. Maybe not. Oh, the soldiers look kind of beat up.
Madame, please!
Madame,
Half the garrison's been
please.
slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I don't think drinking is gonna help in any way.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
Oh, I see, Jill. I see you. I see you. I see you.
And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
What? Yo, I came here to fight. I didn't come here to talk to survivors. Alright, talk to me, injured soldier.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
So I need to go to Moor. That's the place.
My family.
Don't leave me far.
Don't worry, your pot is not going anywhere.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures?
Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
Oriflamme.
We should head for more.
Let's head for more first. 400.
Assume you have a plan?
Yeah, I thought he was talking to me for a second. Do you have a plan? Do I look like I have a plan? No, I do not have a plan.
All they could do to escape.
Royal Meadows. Is that a dragon that I see in the distance? I'm gonna make a side. I'm gonna make a side excursion here. Let's kill this dragon over here. Oh, it is! Oh shit, wrong one. What? Get parried. Get parried.
Waken wind!
I'm not doing a lot of damage. Oh my god.
This one.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere, buddy. Stay right there. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Am I wounded? No, I'm not wounded. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. That was good. Good teamwork. I feel like I haven't used my chocobo that much. I feel like running in this game is very satisfying to me. I don't know why, but it's fun. Alright, here we go. Enemies are gotta be nearby. There they are.
I see them. With me.
Don't worry, your turn is coming, your turn is coming, boy.
Over here.
Ah, you know what I should have done? Ah, I can't do it though right now, it's too late. Come on. Wait, what? I'm trying to just... Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to go to my... So I can equip... Trying to equip one thing. This... Ah, see? Can't do it.
Save your strength.
Why is he stomping on him like that? Alright, let's kill the Spectre. I know Jill is like taking care of it. Damn, just... Whoa! Yeah, those Spectres be all tough. Don't get lifted. Damn. I can't do it, it's too late. Oh, they got the boss man. Shit.
Get him.
shit. Okay, that piece of shit. Yeah, I don't like this. This enemy is just... Oh! Get staggered. Titan. Toy 2. Damn, only 34k. Get parried twice in a row. Twice in a row. Twice in a row. Come here. As Benedicta would say. Yeah, I don't think you're going anywhere. One man punch to the face. Oh, I missed that. Damn, 6k. 6k to the face. Alright. That's it. That was the big boss. Nah, I don't want that.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Yes, we should. Alright, let's go to Isabel. Let her know it's done. The deed is done. Things seems to have calmed down a bit.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt.
Aha.
Not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Uh-oh. I see you.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
I mean, you just gotta shoot your shot sometimes.
Enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But
You
it
know,
has solved
that's
one,
what you gotta do.
and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Alright, that's the first part. There's at least 2 more to go. More renowned. I'll take it. Alright, so long, Isabel. I gotta go to Martha's Rest, but let me equip the damn thing. The ring, what is it? The Wages of Warcraft gives me more abilities. Increase ability by 20. Yeah, I need that because I need to farm those ability points. Let's see. To Martha's Rest. No, this is the next stop. This is Martha's Rest. Let me go help Martha. I equipped it on, so I assume that there's gonna be fights. Damn, everywhere soldiers are just.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him.
Oh man, that was a strong groan. That man got stabbed. Stabbed in the gut.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
The Fallen Gate? Alright. The Flames of War. Alright, where is this Fallen Gate? Oh, it's not that far.
More.
But I need to go to the... shop. I need to buy some... some potions. Don't need any of that. I think I already have that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where are your potions, man? What is this? The Founder's Orchestration? Huh. Maybe I'll buy it one day.
There you go. Thanks very much. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. I have my potions. Alright, the place is right there.
Abandoned us, do you?
3 reeds. Wait, it's blocked. No, it's not blocked. This is just a barricade. Good job, man. They gotta protect. Oh, these guys almost made their way up here.
Clive, wounded.
Oh, what the hell?
We deal with the Akashic first.
Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, hyenas. Oh, wolves. I just wanted to do that. That was actually fun. Come here, wolf boy. Don't need chitin. Where are these new enemies? Hold on. Sick 'em. Whoa! I'm not ready. Stay down. Why does he say like that? He puts his heart into it. Stay down. Alright, we gotta kill those vultures. Holy shit. That looked kind of brutal. Oh, get away from Jill. Enemies slain. I thought there'd be more enemies. I think even more had like more enemies in this. Alright.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
I don't think it matters. What matters is that we came and we saved them.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Sir Wade.
Wait a minute. But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Oh, we're gonna go help Wade now. Alright.
Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Wait, what? We're not going after Wade? We're going back to see Martha? I thought we were going to see Wade. I wanted to see Wade. I wanted to go and help Wade. I wanted to fight with
And
Wade.
to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashics snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
All right, then we go. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's see here. Where are we going? Descend the lift. Okay, hold on. Let me use one of my super potions. Oh, I can't. It won't let me use my potions while I'm in here? Is this actually true? Items? High potions? Yeah, use it. There it is. You actually have to go to the menu to use it, though.
What are you after?
That's interesting stuff.
Much obliged.
Much obliged. Much obliged. Much obliged.
Mad dogs.
Mad dogs. They were wolves, buddy. Wolves, I tell you. The cousins of the wolves. The cousins of the dogs. The dogs are the cousins of the wolves, or the wolves are the cousins of the dogs. Quest destination nears. Where is Sir Wade? There he is. The man himself.
I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's.
Squire.
I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
I'm here, Sir Wade.
If you
I am
aren't
here.
a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many.
Sneak by them. You're not Sam Fisher, buddy. Or Solid Snake, for that matter. Adamantus.
We need to get the injured.
Giant Adamantus.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We gotta try.
Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Let's do it. I don't think I should fight him first. And let me kill the crabs. Alright, now we can focus on the big guy. Oh shit. Really? Oh! I was not expecting that. I really was not expecting him to do that. This giant Adamantus is very strong. Really? That's better. Alright, let's go. Oh, look at all that damage, man. 37k. Oh shit, there was other enemies in here. Come here, come here, come here, little boy. Move out of the way. Move out of the way, little crap. Finish him. Finish him. Not even close. Now he's done.
Farewell.
He said farewell. Fare thee well, little one. Fare thee well, little one. Sharp Fang, Magic Ash.
Is anyone hurt?
Is anyone hurt?
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Alright. Alright. To Eastpool. At least it's not that far from here. Jill and Torgal, how did they make it into the lift so damn fast? They were not in there. They were just chilling by themselves.
Mad dogs.
Mad dogs. Mad dogs. Come on, let's go. On our way to Eastpool. I think I'm going the wrong... No, I'm not going the wrong way. Or am I? No, I'm not. I'm going the right way. Making our way downtown. Going down the bridge. Going down the bridge. Down the bridge. There's definitely enemies here. Oh, show me. Goblins. Little goblins. Little goblins. Come here, little ones.
We have to slow them down.
I got you, little ones. There you go. I got you. Oh, I don't have Titan. What the hell was that? That was a complete failure.
This one.
New enemies. That Titan punch did not do a lot of damage. Bam, 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 bam. Oh no, Chocobos, I'm sorry. I don't mean to kill you little ones, but I have no choice. Oh, he interrupted me. He didn't want me to falcon punch his brother. Sorry. I'm gonna be like May from Overwatch. Sorry, Chocobos. Oh shit, cutscene. Damn.
Something's coming.
More of these little trees.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, you missed me killing the Chocobos.
Shall we?
He says only the first round, sir, right? Shit. Oh, that's the big boss.
Not good. This one.
Where'd he go? Come here, little one. thought you could do that to me? You think you could do that to me? Huh? You think you can do that to me and get away with it? The music is way too loud. I didn't even get to see how much damage that was. You're done. 10k damage. All the enemies are slain now. Alright. Don't need any of that.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
Now we gotta go to
But it won't be
Dalamel
long
after
before the
this.
next lot arrive. Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough
The
time
music
to make our
in
move.
Martha's Rest is
How many of
just
your men were
so
injured?
A damn
it's
sight less than
just
if
a
you
good
hadn't turned
vibe.
up. Thank you.
A very good vibe.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when.
Damn.
And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Alright, quest complete. Quest complete. The flames of war have been put out. The next Guardian Scarf. Alright, this is Sir Wade's stuff.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
And who might that be?
Oscar, over here.
Oscar.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
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 I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar.
Hmm.
But I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
All right, I got I got a new
I will
student. I
not
got
let
a
you down, Lord
pupil.
Rossfield. You or my uncle.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, I'm going to Delamel. There's still a lot to do in Dalamel, and what else is there? What else is there? More fighting. Who am I talking to over here? There. Lubor.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Down the rabbit hole. What's happening over here?
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on
We
our
hire
walls
mercenaries?
as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy
hire
food
more.
and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Any more of this and
Enough.
I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor.
Victor. Who's Victor?
What's he doing here?
Don't remember him.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Okay. Speak with Lubor. The end of days.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Alright, it's a lot of talking.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Alright. This is the closest one right here. Who are they talking to?
Picture it, Conrad.
Oh, Conrad. That's the guy who was angry.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself.
The Lady of the Spear.
May I introduce you to Jane?
He called her
Commander
Jane.
of the Red Wings. The oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 200 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing
We'll
with.
show those bastards. Alright, Jill is a good
I
actress.
can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had
The
you
crypt.
do the talking and not Sid.
Well
played,
played,
my
my lady. See, Sid? You need Jill. You need her. You need her. Alright, here we go. Next person. Why would anyone do such a thing? The world is ending. What do you think? Oh, it's the
It may
bath.
still be possible to buy
The
something.
bathtub.
Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Lord
Underhill.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Oh,
Lupor
Clive
says
is
that
terrible
not
at
only
this.
are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance,
Bellicose.
I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return.
They will
Which
return.
means that now,
The
more than
bandits will
ever,
return and they will
need to
take it
secure what little we still
away.
have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
She saw right through you. Terrible acting by...
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Alright. Alright. I'm ready. I'm ready. Whatever it
I'm
is.
not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Conrad. Is that a... Nope, let me not even go there. Let me not even go there. Let's go. Speak with Victor. Alright, Victor.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles.
Word.
With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts.
The
It appears
bandits.
they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Alright, to the desert. To the desert. The desert. To the desert. Alright. Shit. The Valcroy Desert. Here they go, bandits. Bam,
I'll
bam.
take that one.
It's all yours.
Fucker. Not what I meant to do. Oh, I gotta kill their caster. Stay down, Mr. Oh. You're here? I thought you were dead. Now you are. Let's go help Jill. He's not dead. This whole time I thought he died. He didn't die. He was just in the air. Alright, who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Oh, they got the ninja, man. The bane of my existence. Oh my fucking god, I hate that stupid ninja. Let me take care of these little underlings first. Then I'll deal with that ninja. Stop. Holy. Don't worry, Jill. I'm alright. Shit. Come here. Come here. The Sultan? The Sultan? Are you really the Sultan? Are you? Give me Garuda. Come here, Sultan. Let me teach you a lesson. I've grown stronger. One Punch Man. That's it. That's it. Yeah, those ninjas in the desert, they're so strong. They used to like really make me hate the game. More black blood.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
Who knows? Who
I don't
knows?
hear any fighting. What do you think?
Maybe they all died.
We should hurry.
Maybe they all died. Maybe they're not dead. Maybe they're alive. Who the hell knows, man? I don't know if no, it seems like they're doing okay. Everybody's doing all right.
Natalie.
Natalie. Natalie. I owe you an apology.
Had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad.
I'm sorry,
You
Natalie.
saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
I am so sorry, Natalie.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Quest complete. Quest complete. Quest complete. Down the rabbit hole. Oh, I have 3K. 3K. Alright, I'm going back to the hideaway.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
away we go back to the hideaway. All right, let's see what Otto has to say here. I think that little accessory piece helped a lot. All right, Otto.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention.
I'm here.
How is it you always manage to arrive at just the
I
right
am
moment?
here, Otto.
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
2 days old. 2 days old.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Yeah, Joshua is back.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
Oh, he's telling him about why Dion did what he did.
Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
This man is bleeding.
It's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
The Canver, while Joshua bleeds to death. Oh, I gotta equip the power of Bahamut so I can use it.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide.
The City Guard
Numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look
Oh
here.
god. Okay, here we go
This
to the
route
map.
Through Tabor should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Arya.
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
Jote,
Always.
jote.
Travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Oh god, there's a quest. There's three? There's... Just when I was about to leave. Just when I was about to leave to do the damn mission. Why? Why would they spawn... Why would they spawn a new quest on me just like this? Alright, let's see what are these quests. Let's do this one right here.
It seems the hideaway is lost.
Blasted book.
Molly, what do you need?
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Sure, what do you need?
Sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword.
Yes, what do you need me
Ivan's
to...
stew, right? Well,
Oh god, you want me to
despite the look
go
of the thing,
and kill
that
more
awful
scorpions?
stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but...
Found that it
wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Yep.
Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm.
Skyworm.
That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Kindly
Oh,
old fella
God.
who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Time to go to Hippocrates.
I'll go and speak to Hippocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Alright, not to be outdone. Well, at least he's trying to cook for the people. But why worms? Where's Hippocrates? Is there a quest near him? It is. I'm not gonna do it right now though. I'm gonna finish this quest first. Talk to me, Hippocrates.
Horseman Hippocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind.
Luresman. He called him a luresman.
Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact.
Word.
The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually
Word.
here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu.
Sandbrick.
The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbricois.
Need to go kill dragons?
The disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance.
For Taiwan. Holy shit.
Coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish
fried
of the time.
mortress.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
You like to eat skyworms? Huh, Hippocrates? Is that what you do? You like to eat them skyworms? Oh shit. I can't go there yet. First I have to travel here. Once I travel here, then I'll be able to go to Northreach. I bet you there's gonna be a bunch of other quests after that though. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
Relax.
I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout.
Yote.
If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Yote. Sorry, I need to go to what? There's a quest here? Come on. Oh, look at this. There's a quest over here. No, that's my quest. Let me just... There's a quest here in this new area. There's two quests over here in the hideaway. Alright, let me do this. Let me do this quest first, and then I'll pick up the pieces after. Okay, it's so far away.
Like a little unrest to fill the coffers, eh?
Obtain some Saint's bonnet on the Northreach. Defeat a blue lock wyvern. Very good.
You needn't fret. The creatures
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with. I think it's one of those dragons that I killed earlier. I think so. It might be. It might be. There it is. Oh shit, I can't jump. Why did I think he could do it? Alright, the Royal Meadows. A bunch of wolves or hyenas. Silver Lobo, what up, boys? Come closer. One down. Even Joshua's helping. Down. Easy clap. 1 second though. What I want to do is I want to do this. Haha. Instead of Titan, I'm gonna equip Bahamut. What is this? Impulse? What else do I have? This is already equipped. Oh, that's already mine. I can't help but feel like that's not even as strong. Didn't I learn some abilities for Bahamut? Let me see. How much is it? 27. Giga Flare. Holy. Look at this shit. That shit is too strong. It's worth. Wait, why don't I have this equipped? Oh, it's already equipped, I think, by auto. What? Wings of Light, yeah. See, it's already
I should be able
equipped.
to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby.
Wait, wasn't there?
Blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
Oh, there's the blue dragon, I think. There he is.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Come here, blue dragon. I got something for you. Mega Flare. But what the hell? Holy, what is this attack? Yeah, I know about Bahamut. Bro, what the hell is this? Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Bahamut's abilities. They seem okay. Maybe I need to get used to them.
That's the wyvern's liver.
Which one did I equip? Hold on a second. Wait, I didn't equip this. Shit. No wonder. Okay, I'm gonna change this to the Giga Flare because this flare breath is alright.
Need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
This should be over here. I wonder why he doesn't, like his health doesn't regenerate whenever I go back to town. I feel like it should regenerate. There it is.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
Alright, time to go back to the hideaway then. Yeah, I gotta figure out like I feel like Giga Flare is probably Bahamut's best attack. Unless I should have
Seems the
mastered some
hideaway
other
has lost
attacks.
its appetite. So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Here you go. Here you go. Here's your recipe. Make your little
What
dish.
will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do.
Are you gonna give me a
Let's hope these
dish?
grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Okay, I hear the sizzling in the back. Okay.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. If
But why
Anne's
the
offered to
name
make sure it's fit
Skyworm?
for consumption. Well, I say offered.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
I wonder if he's gonna get sick and die. I know it.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a
He called it a savage dish.
A force of nature, even.
A tour de
maelstrom
force.
of flavor and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
That's one way to describe a dish.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking.
I agree.
I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Yeah, I'm not about to go back and hunt some more of these damn dragons. No renown. I mean, no abilities. All right, that's done. Let's see what's the next quest about. Is that Goots? No, that's not. It is him.
What am I gonna do?
What do you need?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
All right. If I'm gonna help Karen,
I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
it's all just a misunderstanding, is what he says. All right. I gotta speak with Karen. I'm gonna need to find out where she's gonna send me. I'm guessing Dalamel.
Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
What the hell is a popato?
Asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you?
Brigands.
And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Is that it? Is that it? Was that all the quest?
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalamil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Rendezvous with Guts at Dalamel. Alright, where's Dalamel?
The bandits may be no more.
The bandits. The bandits.
Shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Where's Goods?
The gentleman of the town guard.
Oh, is that lady. She's not here anymore.
Could be I know something more.
Talk to me.
Clive, found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's
Nest
all,
of
I have
vipers.
places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
All right, come on, let's do this. I have to go make a sandwich.
Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You got it, goods. You too, goods. All right, what is this store? How do I even get to it? Shit. I have to go all the way around. Oh, there's a chest. There's been a chest here all along and I never saw the chest. Oh, I don't think I can exit this way to that place. No. See the map. Damn it, I know it is on the other side. Alright, come on, Joshua. Joshua's in the party.
What a mess.
It is the only way.
You fought very bravely.
Oh, you fought very bravely. You fought very bravely.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Alright, who's here? Hello? Cutscene? Nobody's here.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
Ooh, it was
a fairly
him?
Convincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Word. Word. This was an ambush. Ba-da-da. Ba-da. Come on, bring it on, boys. Holy. Okay, that was actually very good. Bahamut's attacks are not bad. Higher than soul. Oh, they got a healer. Where is he? There he is. There's another one.
Get him.
next guy? Where is the next guy?
Over here!
You're finished.
You're finished. Enemies slain. Quest complete. That's it. Time to go rendezvous with Goods. Where is he? He's back in Dalamil?
Oh, you've done it now.
You've done it now.
Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only
Bogwin.
wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Huh.
I need to find Goods. Right now.
I am the coward for sparing your life. That is how you repay me?
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
What kind of crimes did she even commit?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goods, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
How did she get here so fast? Hot damn.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
Oh, wow.
You bitch!
Oh, he don't like that. He mad.
Your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Put that down. Put that down.
Gooch, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
Did he wet his pants?
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And
He about to lose an
it's
eye.
time to collect.
I know he lost an eye. He lost an eye. GG. GG's.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Are we done? So that's how she lost her eye, okay.
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Hurrah.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Back to the hideaway. Back to the hideaway to complete the quest. Alright, let's go. Alright, we learned the history behind Karen's eye. I was always curious why she had two different colored eyes. Joshua's with what's good? What's good? It's all in the name. What's happening? How's your Friday? How's your Friday? Hope you're having a great Friday night.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on.
Oh, you're getting a break? Nice. Nice. Good to have a little break here and there. Everything is good over here. Everything is good. Friday night. Yeah, everything is good. Just trying to power through the story. Trying to power through the story.
Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan.
Trying to finish this so I can play. I'm trying to play Spider-Man. I have not played a Spider-Man game in a long time, and I got a Spider-Man game waiting for me. As soon as I beat this game.
As well. Till then,
but everything is good.
To watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it.
Oh, you played it? Nice. Glad to hear that it's a good game. I've heard good things about it. But I haven't played a Spider-Man game since the PS2 or PS1 days. I don't think I played a Spider-Man game for PS2. Oh, Miles Morales Part 2. I've seen the trailer. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I haven't played the first. I haven't played the first one. True. I think probably the trailer played a big role. Maybe people just saw the trailer and decided to just get a little hype. It's all good. I don't want to say it's wishful thinking, but I think people are just hoping that the game will be as good as the first one, maybe even better than the first one. Oh, the second game to the first one. Okay.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
I'm not sure why people are high. I need to play the first one so I can see.
I can certainly try.
I need to play the first one so I can see.
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop.
once I play it,
Borrowed them to
I will
teach the
have an
little ones
idea
about
as to
Greek
why.
shortly after the lesson, but
I will have an idea as to why the
first
people
thought
are
was that they'd taken
hyped.
them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost
I
certainly
mean,
means they had everything to do with
expectations
it.
in general are always. I think it's good not to have like high expectations, because then you
Perhaps a
can end
visit
up
from
being
Sid
disappointed if the game
jog
turns
their
out to
memories.
be not what you
think
thought
you're
it was
just
going to
right.
be.
Thank
So
you.
I always try to set my
Like to imagine
expectations
that my
low.
pupils would lie to me.
And if the game
But if they have,
surprises
I'll
me,
have
great.
no choice
You
but to
know, then
discipline
that's
them
fantastic.
accordingly.
But if it doesn't, then,
They
you
were in
know,
the
no
8th form
harm
when I
done to
last
me,
saw them.
because it's
I
not like I was
suppose.
expecting anything. Now, see, the complaining about it part is where I kind of draw the line. Like, you shouldn't really complain. Like, you should not complain about, especially if you are like, you know, you just take it for what it is. That's why you don't, you know, you don't set your expectations too high and then complain at the end when the game turns out to be shit. I'm trying to think of a game that was like that. Which game people really hyped up and then they were disappointed when it came out? I want to say oh, true, 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 true. Yeah, I mean, if the game is not broken, then it's not broken. But I'm trying to think of like something like I think like let's say like Cyberpunk 2040. Yeah,
What do
Cyberpunk.
you reckon we should do?
People were super hyped and super excited, and they had like high expectations for that game. But when it came out, we know the story. It's yeah,
Your
it's
study of
just something
processor's
else.
scales, is it?
And there was a recent game.
Well,
Damn it,
not
I can't
anymore,
remember
it's
the
not.
name. It's just
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
they were hyped about
break them.
the game being.
Dismembered them.
I guess they were hyped
Just like Miss
about
Mididol showed us.
the open world
Miss Mididol.
future,
Why would
I
she
guess
have you dismembering
the
her creations?
cyberpunky
That's
feel
the
to
only
the
way
game.
to become a ninja
I don't know. It's like the trailers,
Miss
the
Mididol
ads.
said,
They made it seem like the
"Let's
game was gonna
see
be the
how
next
it
big
works.
thing
Is to take it apart
in
and
terms
put
of
it back
how
together again."
busy
your work
it
is
was
already
going to
half
be,
done.
how many AIs were
Carry
going
on.
to be. But then even when it came out, the PS4 couldn't even handle the game
About
because it
that.
couldn't load everything.
The taking apart was easy enough, but
It was
it's the
just
putting back we can't work out.
Speak for
it was
yourself.
just something else.
Everything goes
But
at
I
the
think they
bottom,
fixed it now. I think the game is in a very good state.
then
I bought the game. Like I even bought it because I thought it
You
was
three
going
need
to
to
be
learn to
something
take
good.
responsibility for your
I haven't even
actions.
opened it. I still have
So let's have a
the
look at these parts
copy.
with fresh eyes, shall we?
Yeah, it was definitely broken when it came out, but I think over time they fixed it little by little. It only took them about a year, maybe I want to say about a year and a half, 2 years to get it working
Every piece has its
properly.
own role to play, and each is just as important as the others.
But yeah, I see like
even one of
you know
them is
if
missing,
you
the
had
scales won't
high
work.
expectations for
So
Cyberpunk,
let's think about what
and
those
then
roles might be.
you buy the
Already know one
game
of
and
the
you
pieces.
get
The
you know
body.
what was
Its
like
role is to
just
support
not
everything
really a
else.
complete game, I would say.
But what of the others?
Then I can see like why you would be disappointed, but I wouldn't complain. I'll just be disappointed, but I'm not gonna complain about it. I'd be like, okay, which part will you inspect? Oh, let's start with the arm, I
This is
guess.
called the arm. Why do you suppose that is?
But yeah, a lot of games are like that. Like people are I think people have high expectations. Let's say for GTA 6, whenever that comes out. I don't know when that's gonna come out, but like the people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are expecting something incredible from Rockstar games. You know.
What do arms do?
So we will see when the game comes out if it lives up to the hype or if it doesn't.
You're on the right track.
Oh, let's go the pans.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers.
To fry
idiot.
bangers.
They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably
I
not.
think it's because they well usually they have something
Well spotted.
to kind of
Hold the chains up in turn.
I don't know, gauge like how the next game should be. In this case, it would be like Grand Theft Auto 5, right? So, since Grand Theft Auto 5, a lot of people like really enjoyed the game and loved the game. So the expectations for the next one are going to be quite high, especially since GTA 5 was such a good game. It was such a huge success for Rockstar Games. So I guess naturally people are, well, I don't want to say naturally, but I think people just because of that are going to have high expectations of Rockstar Games, especially for GTA 6. Because, but I don't know.
When I tried weighing an apple, and then
No, definitely they definitely can backfire. A lot of expectations. Many games like.
Let's put the pieces together first.
There were some games that I hoped would
Not a bad idea.
Would be something, but then there was something else. I'm trying to remember. There was a game recently that came out. I'm trying to think of the name. I can't remember the name. I don't know why I can't remember the name. It's just the name is not coming to me right now.
And I'll put the scales together.
Let me see if I can remember the name of the game. That was somewhat of, I don't want to say it was a letdown, but people were high. They had high expectations for it. And it just sort of disappointed. Oh, Forspoken. Yeah, Forspoken. I almost forgot about that. But then again, I think that game, I haven't played the game myself, but just like from what I've read around and from what I've seen people speak about the game, they were expecting something really good, but then I guess the finished product was not what they thought it was going to be. So that backfired. This was like one of the most recent releases, I think, I want to say at the end of last year or maybe earlier this year. I don't know when it was released.
What do you think, Sid?
I don't remember when it was released.
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley,
2023
I'd say
says.
it won't be long at all.
I guess earlier this year then.
You hear that?
I want to play it though.
Until then, though,
That's a game I want to play.
do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Do try to be honest.
Hey, look. We never
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to. I mean, I'm with you on that. You simply just wait when the game comes out. You can kind of just like wait until the reviews come out, and then once you see the reviews, then you can make a sound judgment about whether to buy the game or not. Because some games are not worth spending like $70 on. Like some games you can wait until they go on sale and spend like a good, $29 or even less. I think that would be worth. There's some games that I'm gonna wait until they go on sale. Like I'm not gonna spend the full $70 on them. The only time I would spend $60 or more is on We're Not Gonna Die, relax, woman. Only on Nintendo games, because even when they go on sale, they're like 50 plus. No, that's also another reason. Like, yes, if I think there are some games that I don't care about, what people say or what reviewers say about the game. I just buy them because I simply enjoy them, Like if whenever that new Splinter Cell game comes out, whenever the remake comes out, that's an immediate buy for me. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna immediately buying it. I say the same thing for the remake of Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark. There's a new Perfect Dark. I don't know if it's Perfect Dark 0, but there was a Perfect Dark game that was announced for the Xbox Series X a while back. So whenever that comes out, I'm buying that immediately. So yeah, it's like, yeah, definitely. If the game looks cool, if it looks nice, if it grabs your attention, you should definitely buy it. And buy games that you really like and you want to play. Not because, some reviewer said that the game is epic and whatnot. Yeah,
She'd
just
have
buy the
them
games
follow in
that
her
you like
footsteps.
and you think would be nice to
And her
play.
father's.
I see.
Always trust your intuition.
Sid,
And if it turns
do
out to
you
be a
know
bad
why
game,
Mid has
then
been
no
spending
harm
so
done.
much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No.
Events and Canva.
The
Canva.
university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
You've given them far more than that, and I'm sure they're very grateful.
An engineering lesson from me. Quest complete. Alright, the quest is done. All the quests in the hideaway are complete now. Oh shit, never mind, there's another quest. Where is it? I'm not seeing this quest. Unless it's in my chamber. Unless it's somewhere in my chamber. Because, let me see the map. Yep, see, there it is, it's in here. The reading table. Damn it, man. I thought I finished all the damn quests. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? A humble request. Who's this humble request from? Sebastian. Alright, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Rutherford.
Rutherford?
Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Alright, time to go to Martha's Rest. It seems like I'm just doing quest after quest after quest after quest. Fantastic. Alright, let's do this quest. Let's go to Martha's. Let's see what's happening at Martha's. Sebastian Rutherford. How far is he? 35 yalms away. The Imperial Province of Rosaria. Alright, here we go. Open up. What? Where is he? Oh, he's upstairs. Oh shit, I thought he was here.
My lord Marquis, is that you?
It is I.
Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, Chief Steward of your Lord Uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your Lord Uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray.
Utter disarray, he says.
The heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos.
Alright, what do you want me to do?
Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
He's talking too damn slow, come on.
Quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already.
And you want me to go to find them, right?
Able-bodied and trained in the sword, Yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic. The other, the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalem.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success
And safety. All right. Oh my God, this is gonna be a brawling quest. No. Oh my goodness. Let me see here. Where am I going? I'm going to. Oh, tell me there's another. Oh, that's the other quest. All right, let's go to Dalamel. All right. Oh shit! It is midnight. Holy! I wasn't even paying attention. All right, let me finish the quest. It's
not going to be easy finding one man.
No, it's not. Oh my God, he's a D. Oh, he's all the way out here.
The entire Republic.
All right.
Seems someone here's seen something.
Someone outside the city. Is that what you mean, Mummy? Mummy, are the bad men going to come back? There's a sword on the ground. No one has picked it up. It's just there. Doznov. All right, let's see.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
Oh, it looks like that's one of the men. That must be him.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
He looks like
Thank
that
you.
one character from Game of Thrones. I forgot his name.
Master, then. If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Haha. Here you go, boys. Enjoy. Hahaha, suckers. Look at that. I don't have to do a damn thing. Just laser beam them. Damn it, man. That was not long enough. It's over, boys. It's over. Alright, I think that's one guy. There's another guy that I need to find.
Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
All right, that's one of his men. One of his men rescued. All right, who's the next
To find a
guy?
second associate of Rutherford's. If he was
Where
bound
is
for
the...
Oriflamme,
Oh, I gotta go to
I'll
Northreach
start in
now.
Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Go to where Isabel is. Ha ha ha. All right, Northreach is all the way up here. All right.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
He could be anywhere, yet somehow I know exactly where he is. That's him.
What happened here?
If you're with the others,
I'm not with the
already
others.
relieved me of my belonging.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford.
Alistair
attendant to Lady
Rockford.
Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the Seven
Ariane.
Islands, then. A long time since last I saw my great aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
Where's the gate?
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind.
All right.
I shall. Founder be your ship.
Who the hell is Founder? They keep talking about the Founder.
They just couldn't resist, could
Oh, they got a man with a big axe. Boys, I'm here. I'm here. Oh shit, I just got flattened. I'm trying to kill the little ones first. Come on, get away from me, man. Haha, sucker. I don't know, that's not doing a lot of damage. Oh, 41k, holy shit. Ah, shit. Oh, 2 hits in a row. Come here, boy. And Joshua's shooting fires at him. I can't dodge when I'm attacking. So damn troll. $10k enemy slain. That's it. He's done. GG's. Alright, let's go back. I gotta talk to that guy. It looks like I don't have to.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
Many thanks, traveler. Alright.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
I'm not the heir anymore.
Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city.
Look at all
Some days
these
they don't even
apples.
send out patrols. There are few hands
3,
left to work the
6,
fields, and even fewer to transport the grain.
10 apples in
The
total.
market stalls are nearly bare,
Or 9.
and the price for
No,
what
I count
remains is
10.
exorbitant.
Maybe 11.
It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of
3,
bread.
3,
When I said the ones who
8,
attacked
and
me
then
didn't
3,
have
so
other
11
abundance,
apples.
I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Were they?
Listen to me.
Bro,
If
why
you
they
want to
always
continue your
gotta talk for
investigation,
so damn long?
you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away, but allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I shall send a Bistolus as soon as I'm able.
I should hand them a Stolas. Good day to you too.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late.
Alright, I gotta go to Martha's Rest. So I can tell Mr. Sebastian Rutherford that the deed is done. It is done indeed, alright. Okay. The Imperial Province. Alright, I hope he doesn't talk for too long or give me a lecture. Should just be like, thank you, we got the job done, here's your reward, be on your way. But that doesn't happen.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information.
All
Speaking
right.
of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
Were they healed already?
Place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly.
Lightly.
Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Yes, it's over. Alright, no more talking. Smooth like Butler. Smooth like Butler. What the hell is this? Reduce flare by 2 seconds. Well, you could round it up to 3. Alright, make for Tabor, where we meet Yot. But I think I'm gonna chill here because it is a little past midnight and I need to stop. And also get some food because I'm really hungry. I will pick up here and continue the story. I don't even know how far I have left to go, but I feel like a few more hours to go. Maybe a few more. Who knows? But let me go ahead. There's a quest waiting for me as soon as I get to that damn place. Where are we? Level 37? Level 37. It is 7:29. I played the demo on 6/13. The game came out on June 22nd. It's been over a month. Sounds about right. I usually take this long to finish games. Alright, I'm returning. I am returning. I am done with this for now. Alright, I'm done here. I'm gonna chill. I'll be back again maybe tomorrow or the day after. Yo, it's all on the name. Thank you so much as always. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Friday. And shout out to anyone else who was here. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna go make me a sandwich. I don't know what kind of sandwich, but I'm really hungry. Might make me like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, maybe. Not a fan of peanut butter and jelly together, but I have nothing else, so I might make that. But yeah, until then, I'll be back another day. All right.